Alright, The Last of Us Collectibles Guide. This is for the chapter Philadelphia. Right after you crash your car, you have to fight all those hunters. Once they're dead, you have to head inside this room by lifting up this giant door. On the far right, next to the wall, laying on top of that great thing is going to be an artifact. Eventually, you're going to have to go up some stairs, and you can go inside the hunter's room here. And over to the left by their bed is a manual. And before you leave this area through that brown door, head through this other blue door at the end of the hallway, and inside is going to be a map on the wall and a crafting bench. Alright, so after you leave that hunter's house there, you're going to walk down the highway. There's going to be a bunch of crash cars and a bus. Inside that bus is going to be a comic book. And after you see those three hunters, you're eventually going to have to jump off of a bus. And if you look to the right over some sandbags, there's going to be a toolbox and a booth. Under the booth is an artifact.
This place has been abandoned for a while now.
And
Give us our ration. Why wouldn't they give them their food?
Sometimes they read.
now in this giant open area on the other side of that gate that you go through, there's going to be a poster hanging on the wall. This is kind of in that giant tented area. This is near the bookstore that you have to go through. It's kind of hard to miss, but it's going to be directly to the left of the entrance to the front entrance to the bookstore. Now if you go to the far end of the bookstore, you're going to find an alleyway. At the end of this alleyway is going to be a Firefly Pendant lying behind a dumpster or cabinet or something. Once you get inside the bookstore, this is right next to the front entrance. If you go through the front entrance and make a right, there's going to be a staircase. Under that staircase is going to be a collectible. There's an artifact. And if you follow these stairs up, here's what it reads. Keep following these stairs all the way up. And there's going to be a couple bad guys up here, so be careful. Just take out any that you see silently, or if you're playing this game guns a-blazing, go for it. But I try to be a little quiet around the baddies. I don't like to make too much of a buzz if I don't have to, but usually it ends up happening more than usual in my videos. So on this top floor, you're going to see a Rivers Cafe sign. Now it's right next to the exit. Where this guy is standing in front of is the exit. So I'm just going to kill him so he doesn't spot us when we get over here. Now you're going to see a brown door to the right of the cafe here. Now make sure you have a shiv saved up to this point. If you don't have a shiv and you're on Survivor like I am, this is going to be a pain in the ass because there's a collectible inside of this shiv door here. So make sure you have a shiv saved up before you get to this point, or search around for scissors. There's, I think, one pair of scissors on the first floor next to the entrance. That's where I found them on Survivor, but I didn't have any, shivs, so I had to play the game from the beginning really quick, and now I have a ton of shivs and a ton of crafting utilities so I can get inside of the shiv doors to get the collectibles. Now head down these back stairs behind that cafe, and you're gonna see a couple of rooms. A guy just jumped in there, so we're just gonna take him out silently with the bow and arrow. Do a little picking up. Now inside that room he jumped inside of, there's gonna be a desk. On top of that desk is gonna be another artifact. I'm trying to tip his body over here so I can get an arrow back. And there's the artifact. Now after you see a couple of guys take a plank away, it's a cutscene, so obviously you have to get to this point. turn immediately to your left and you're going to see a door with a red X on it. Now this is another shiv door that contains a collectible, so make sure you have a shiv saved up to this point. And inside, the artifact is going to be lying on top of this chair here. There it is. Alright, so Joel is going to have to swim around to get Ellie a pallet so she can get that plank that those guys picked up. Now if you head upstairs through this murky water, this is heading to the top floor of that cafe that we were on, or that was inside of here next to the overturned truck. So we're above the cafe now, and if you follow it all the way around, you're gonna find pills, scissors, and a collectible right here on this cabinet. So there's that. And this is in the hotel lobby right after you enter it, after Ellie gets that plank and stuff. As soon as you climb that ladder, go to the right instead and you can shimmy along these stairs here. And you're going to see a suitcase at the end of this hall. Inside is an artifact, which contains a safe code, so head to the back of the clerk's desk over here on the right of the entrance. There's the safe right there. I thought I could climb over that desk, but apparently Joel can't. I don't know, maybe he can crouch under. But open the safe, there's some ammo and a training manual inside. Now the next collectible, right after Ellie saves your life, from after you're almost, being drowned by that hunter and she shoots a guy for the first time. Instead of going straight, make a left here. There's going to be 2 rooms. Take the left one and shimmy right across this gap here. You're going to see a bar area. And make a left towards all the couches and chairs. And you're going to find a comic book on the table. Alright, now shimmy right back across because the next collectible isn't far from this point, I believe. Yep, alright. So we're still in the hotel lobby, we're on the bottom floor. You can't miss this training manual, you have to go this way. And it's just seen on a desk there to your left. And you have to go this way to move that piano. And now we're in the financial district. This is that area that you give Ellie a rifle and she can defend you if you get into a gunfight. If you go all the way to the end where you see all these trucks and tents and stuff, and look to the right, you're going to see a burger shack here. Now inside this burger shack, find the freezer. And of course I'm going to go slow and crouch because this is also taken from my guides where there's still, guys around that I don't want to alert. So there's the freezer right there. I just wanted to make sure there's no guys about to walk inside. And there's a dead body, and inside is a artifact right there on the ground. There you go. Now the next collectible. Now this is also part of the story. You can't miss this part. After you open that gate, once you kill all those hunters, Ellie is back to following you. Go up the stairs and head into this office area. And under one of these desks, the one in the top right corner of the room, right up here, there's going to be an artifact lying under it. Now, usually there's 2 hunters wandering around. I don't know where they are for me. I didn't kill them, but there's the artifact. And you can read it. Pause the video if you want to read any of these artifacts. Now, the next collectible, this is in the room with the missing walls. Ellie points out some guys up here, and they are all, you know, redcoats. They throw the Molotovs at you and come up and try and punch you. So head up here. Again, this is the giant building with the missing windows, the giant holes in the wall that you can see from the outside. And the artifact is right behind this desk here. There it is, lying on the ground. Pick it up. There we go. Again, you can pause the video if you want to read all of this. I read a few. And the next collectible, this is in the area where you see the tank all kind of bashed and metaled up. You're going to see a corner building on the side. It's kind of a bank, I think. And there's going to be a collectible lying on top of the desk here. Again, this is... I didn't really show this part off very well. You'll see it more in detail if you watch my guide, but... the area, there's a giant tank as soon as you enter it. It's not functioning or anything, it's just kind of beaten up. So... And there's a shiv door right here if you have any. I'm not going to use it because there's no collectibles inside and you never know when you might need them. So this is after you first meet Henry and Sam. Instead of following Henry, go inside the kitchen here and there's going to be a manual just sitting on the countertop. And now we're back to following him down the stairs and you're going to see a door here. Now this is another shiv door that you need to use because there's a collectible lying inside. And it's inside the children's bedroom here. And it's a comic book laying on that awfully big chair. Alright, the next collectible, this is right before Henry's safe house. Check inside the bathrooms. This one can be kind of hard to miss because it's on top of the toilet. So yep, there's Henry and Sam waiting for you to come enter the safe house. So make sure you check the bathrooms and it's sitting on top of the toilet. Now follow, just keep going straight, don't follow them. Go straight right into this conference room. In the back corner here, there's going to be a collectible. Right over here. There it is. And that's the last collectible, and that is all the collectibles for Pittsburgh. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more.